Welcome back to Zenith Online Racing for the fifth round of our 100% realistic performance series. We are this weekend at the lovely track of Monaco. It's me, Fuzel, and joining me today is your Dark Lord, the Sith Lord, that as he calls himself, the Senate, Barton, the head steward. I don't know. Do you have any more titles? El Presidente.
Yeah, that's the latest one.
That's the latest one. We'll go with that.
Yeah, hopefully some clean racing. Don't want to have to be getting involved with a 100%
I mean, to
race
be
steward
fair,
inquiry.
to be fair, most of these drivers are from Tier 2, so I wouldn't keep my hopes
Oof,
high.
oof. Have to see how it goes. I expect to see a lot of front wings missing today.
Oh yeah. Let's see. We've switched to short qualifying for today because only 11 people showed up. The other 9 have pushed out, including the two of us, to be honest. But it's Monaco. Can't really expect
Understandable.
much.
There's a reason I'm commentating.
So yeah, I feel like I should call the people out by name that burst out. I know Gilzo checked in and then checked out for some reason.
Yeah, citing Rocket League, but don't believe that for a second.
Nah, not for a second. Let's see, who's out first? Camden's out first in the McLaren. Coming around on his outlap around the Lowe's hairpin. Follow him for a bit.
Look, the Pitmaster and then JXW in that order on track, so see how it goes. Can't remember what times we should be expecting really.
Yeah, I have no idea either. I guess something in the
Diff
8s?
yeah, difficult to know with the realistic performance though, I guess.
Oh yeah,
Probably
true.
be a bit slower.
Yeah. So yeah, since there's only 11, we had to eliminate a few teams. So we decided to leave out Williams, Mercedes, and Racing Point. Mercedes because it would be too OP, and Racing Point and Williams because the downforce would be utter garbage, and it would not be fun driving them. Let's see. Camden begins his lap, comes around turn 1. In hot lap,
Got Puppet Master starting a lap 2. Just gone out on the mediums.
yeah, a lot of people are already on the softs. I don't know if that's the best strategy to go for at Monaco. I feel like a one-stop medium to hard is what the quickest one is in a 50% race with equal performance, but I don't know. I have no idea how bad tire wear is going to be with these cars, and whether or not it's worth doing a one-stop.
Yeah, I mean tyre wear in the lower cars on the grid is pretty bad. Puppet Master had a big moment out of the chicane there. But yeah, it's I would probably imagine people will start on the softs just due to the fact that I think there'll be more than one pit stop for most drivers.
Oh yeah, possibly even more than one safety car, but you never know since there are basically half the drivers here. There might be fewer incidents. Oh, Camden does a 13 dead on the softs. Puppet Master goes quickest provisionally, does a 12.3 on the mediums. I see an Alpha coming around the final corner. Yeah, that's GP Colin on the mediums. Let's see what he can do. He goes second fastest, does a 12.998 on the mediums.
Got a
Ferrari.
medium runners out there.
Yeah, Ferrari of Terminal Deity on the mediums as well. Runs out of the RS on the final straight. Goes second fastest, does 12.8. Narrowly beats out GP Colin for the front row of the grid. Terminal Deity usually does well in the Ferrari in these races. Like historically, he's qualified on or near pole. Nearly won the race last weekend.
I think Adri's coming round the final corner, but it looked invalid to me. We'll see.
Yeah, it's invalid. Classic Adri. Janet does a 14.1 on the hards.
I think if I remember correctly, you can usually do, if you want, 2 laps with the minimum fuel load at Monaco, so might see a couple and continue on.
Ooh, Bones goes fastest, 10.8 on the softs. Obliterates that the previous provisional pole. I imagine the McLaren would do well here, considering that they have decent downforce but not as much engine power.
Yeah.
But I still expect the usual suspects like Adri and Puppet Master and Terminal to be at the front by the end of qualifying. But let's see how it pans out. Oh, Stick goes third fastest, does a 12.7 on the mediums.
Got Adri just coming around the final corner again.
Or is he put himself P2, 11.8. Just about a second off Bones' time. Now Bones is down a blinder there.
Coming out the blocks quickly.
Yeah. Lit Romney goes 10th fastest, 17.9 on the mediums. Bark School goes 9th, 14.9 on the softs. They'll be looking to make some massive inroads on those times.
Romney's just gone across the line again, but I think he invalidated that one.
JXW seems to be on his first hot lap so far. Over here first, Peter File is here. I don't know who Peter File is. Barton sounds like he'd rather be dead. Come on, Barton, show some energy.
I'm waiting on some food once I've eaten. I think I'll be better.
What'd you get?
Fried chicken. That's what I'm waiting on, and it's late, so I'm grumpy. I'm hungry.
JXW coming around the finish line does a 13.1 on the softs. Only good enough for 8th place. Should be pushing that Ferrari a lot more than that.
A bit difficult to know sort of where to expect people to end up with the performance and the abilities of the drivers. I think you've always got your fast people, but your consistently fast people aren't in here this week. But I would expect Terminal to do quite well because he's usually good in that Ferrari.
Yeah, it's really difficult to do these teams because there's almost no gap between the drivers. Some of them separating people like JXW, Terminal, Stake, Bark School. It's really hard to do because they're so close in pace, but there's only so many drivers you can put in faster cars, so it doesn't justify the difference between the driving ability just because they're in a Ferrari or some people are in a Haas.
Puppet Master about to cross the line, goes P2.
11 dead. Oh, he's getting inching closer to Bones, breathing down his neck. Someone called Chris Fontaine says, "Put me in a car and I do better than these tea-sipping scrubs." I don't know who Chris Fontaine is.
Name I recognise from the comments.
Yeah, but I have absolutely no idea who that is.
Looks like we've got Jin out on a medium black. Coming up to some traffic. And his teammate, I think.
Ooh, slipstream.
No, Adri's got out of the way.
Aww. feel like I would be happy to use some slipstream in Monaco.
I can't really see it having much of an effect, but okay.
Oh, Janet taps the wall there.
Just coming around the final corner.
His wing looks intact. P3, 11.7 on the mediums. That's pretty solid. Quickest of the mediums runners so far.
Not sure what the delta is here either. Try and predict how much faster he may go. But you can see pretty much the rest of the grid out.
Yeah.
And the softs now.
Yeah. The rest of the grid has, I think they're planning on going out on softs, or they've already gone out on softs, except for Janet and Lit Romney so far. Bones is on an out. Everyone's on an out lap, I think, except Bark School, who is just crossing the first sector slip.
I got Adri on a lap, but I think he's backed out of it. He was 8/10 down at end of sector 1.
Oh yeah, he has backed out of it. Doesn't look like he invalidated, but oh, no, he has.
Oh, GP Collins just hit the wall at turn 1.
Oh, GP. Has he lost his wing?
Yeah, it looks like it. Certainly missing an end plate.
Ah, he's gonna have to go in and try again. Bark School looks like he's on a decent lap so far. Hasn't gotten any damage. Still going on the softs. Looking to improve on his 14.973.
So Adri's just starting another lap now, but that may be invalid at turn 1. Quite a few people on laps.
So Bark School doesn't improve on his time, doesn't improve on his 14.1 just yet. Who else is on a lap? Is Bones on a lap? Yeah, gonna follow on board with Bones while he goes through the second half of the second sector and the third.
Stig is 6/10 up at the end of sector 2. It looks like he'll just probably get into the 11s. And that's the line now, see where he finishes. Stays P5 but improves.
12.1. Yeah, that's also inching closer. I feel like third and fourth place are very close. Bones improves on his time by 3/10, does a 1:10.5 on those softs. Puppet Master still in the pits, hasn't gone out in a lap yet. Camden, is he on a hot lap?
Looks like he is.
Doesn't have enough ERS for the rest of it though. So no, he's half a tenth up. Yeah, he's abandoned
he's
it.
missed one of the corners.
Stig has invalidated his current lap. GP Colin coming around the final corner, dives into the pits.
See if anyone can pit Bones on the last runs of the session.
Yeah, 10.5. He's half a second clear of the rest of the grid. Would be a tough ask. Is Bones actually good?
So I was just checking there. Adri said he can't hear me on the stream. He's lying. I think I might just be a little bit quiet.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second, I'll try and bump up the volume.
Oh, JXW was up 2/10 on his time. I don't know how good. I don't know where it's gonna put him. Maybe one pace up, maybe a couple. If he has a good third sector, comes around the final corner, DRS overtake on ERS. And yeah, does a 12.6, puts him just in front of his teammate in P8. So I'm not sure if he's going to be happy with that.
Okay, I'm hoping that should be a little bit better.
Puppet Master on his final softs run. Oh, pretty clean chicane there. That was nicely done. Oh, hits the wall on the exit of the left-hander.
Still a tenth up, see if he can get the lap finished.
Yeah. Doesn't look like he's taken damage from it. I mean, we are on reduced damage, so should be fine.
Nice.
Yeah, he improves.
Gains a lot through sector 3.
Yeah, 10.7, but not good enough for P1. Looks like he's trying for going on a second run if he can. If he can save the ERS well enough. Stiggs just started a lap in the first sector.
I found this a bit of a funny track. I think from memory, if you can get away with 2 out laps, they actually, because you bleed the fuel off, they do actually perform better on the second lap.
True.
He's not improving there. I think he'll abandon this one.
Stig has a big lockup going into the chicane in sector 2. Not sure if he's improving. He's 8/10 down on his time.
But GP Colin is currently a second quicker.
Oh.
He's on track behind Stig, I think, just coming into the final corner now.
GP Colin crosses the line in P3, does an 11.3. That's pretty solid from him. Park School is a couple of tenths down. He stayed on the mediums. He's looking to do a one-stop. Going around the final sector. What can he do? He improves by a tenth. Improves on his time, but doesn't gain a place. Stays an 11th on the mediums. Is there anyone else still on a lap? Oh, Adri and Janet are both on laps. Gonna follow along with Adri here, who is in front on track at the minute. He's invalidated. That's unfortunate. You're 6/10 down as well. He could have possibly made it into the 10s, but unfortunately. Oh, Janet's abandoned his lap as well. I think that's it. That is the grid for the 100% Monaco Grand Prix. Bag of Bones sneaks pole. Well, doesn't sneak it. He was in pole all along. Smashes pole, I should say. Puppet Master in second, just a couple tenths off Bones in the Toro Rosso. GP Colin third in his Alpha. Janet and Adri starting 4th and 5th. Camden P6 in the McLaren. Stig in the Red Bull P7, JXW and Terminal D80 in 8th and 9th, while the Haas's start at the back of the grid in P10 and P11. Any predictions, chat? Can Bones keep his P1 at the end of 78 laps of this? Over and under on the number of safety cars, on the number of wings broken in total? Yeah, I think to note, Zenith is the only one in the top 5 starting on the mediums as well. Everyone else is on softs except the bottom 3. First to bin comms on the formation lap. See, I don't even know how one can do that. I don't know how one can bin comms. It's just talking, isn't it? While we wait for the grid to get started and Barton to get his fried chicken in.
I should be hopefully back now. Apologies.
Oh, nice. Oh, here we go. Puppet Master is readied up first, and the timer has begun counting down. Oh, look who we have here. It's your boy RC.
Yes.
And we go on the formation lap. Undoubtedly the hardest part of the race, as I've said before. Let's see if someone bins it. Anyone? Adri?
Thoroughly disappointed no one's binned it yet. oh, Puppet Master nearly did.
Oh, that would have been nice. I feel like we've had the tradition of at least one person binning it on the formation lap in every race. I think Bones would be very, very disappointed if he breaks a wing at any point in this race. It would essentially be giving up the lead. And the cars are lining up on the grid now. Hopefully with nice and warm tires. Cold tires are not nice to drive on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. The lights are out, and here we go. The start of the first of 78 laps of the Monaco Grand Prix. Bones goes very deep into the corner, pushes Puppet Master. Bones! Oh my god, that's chaos.
Oh my god, there is chaos.
Puppet Master's made it through, but I see a bunch of wings flying around.
Yeah, and we have a safety car.
Surprise, surprise.
Evening, folks.
Evening.
Can I get an invite to the race, please?
I don't think we can invite you, so I guess not. I think I sent you an invite earlier, so you should be able to use that to join.
GP Colin and Adri, the biggest losers there. Adri down 5 places, GP down 8.
Oh my god.
I think Terminal Deity, the biggest gainer, gained 6 places.
I think everyone from 2nd place down has wing damage. Literally everyone except Puppet Master has picked up damage in the first turn, despite it looking like Puppet Master was the one that got pushed a little wide by Bones, through Bones locking up. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what position they all come out after pitting under the safety car. I feel like Bones is going to gain out and Camden's going to be the biggest loser if they double stack. Yeah, Camden's dived in. Stig has stayed out. Does he not have wing damage? Stig stayed out, JXW stayed out, and Letromny stayed out. So yeah, they're very clearly the biggest gainers.
Helped a little bit.
Oh yeah, I feel like given how bad that crash looked, there would have been a couple retirements at least. But yeah, Bones relinquishes his lead and comes out in P6 behind Bark School and Letromny. Zenith is the next one to come out in P7, Terminal Deity P8, GP Colin P9, Camden P10, and Adri dead last in P11.
So pretty much everyone's pitted onto the mediums apart from Camden and Jin have gone onto the hards.
Yeah, it makes sense to do a reverse strategy typically because you'll be quicker on the second stint, but I don't know how well it's gonna work out here and how many, and like it's gonna depend entirely on when the next safety car is, if at all, and if they can conserve their wing to the end of the through the end of the race. Let's see. Safety cars are painful. There's always a lull. There's nothing to talk about.
We can talk about the fact that my food is still not here.
Oh my god. You should call customer service and lash out. Call them the N-word. You know.
I am currently. Oh, I'm #1 in the chat queue.
Zenith spitted again. Looks like did he break his wing again? No, he's just gone on the mediums instead of the hards. Interesting call. He's gonna come out. Is he gonna come out behind Adri? No, he's not. He's come out alongside Camden. Yeah, Camden gets past him.
Feeling that Adri may have had to wait in the pits, which is why he's so far behind, because both him and Jin pitted.
Oh yeah, I did see a bunch of 5-second penalties being thrown around for the contact in turn 1. So they probably all served it by now.
With Camden going in the hards, do you think that it opens up a one-stop race for him, or is it too far to go in the hards?
I don't think the hards are going to last another 75 laps. I think that's going to be a massive stretch, especially given how tire wear on these cars is a little poor to begin with. So I think he's going to have to pit again. I don't think any of them are going to be on a one-stop, considering you can't one-stop on the softs, or maybe you can, I don't know. But yeah, I guess only Letromny and Bark School are in the best position to actually do a one-stop because they started on the mediums and haven't pitted yet.
Sure. So safety car in this lap?
Oh yeah. We are ready to go. Puppet Master does well to slow the grid down, control the pace of the field, make sure there's enough of a distance between him and the safety car. Something Puff doesn't know how to do.
Oh,
Wink, wink.
JXW looked like he hit Stig in the rear.
Oh, Puppet Master gets a good.
Damage,
That's good. Puppet Master gets away really well. Stig. There's a big gap between him and Stig now. JXW right all over the back of him. But I don't know how soon we can expect an overtake. It's not going to be easy here, even if he's in a quicker car.
It never is.
So just looking at the penalty situations, we've got Stig, Terminal Dave, JXW, Camden and Lit Romney all with 5-second penalties for collisions. GP Colin also has a 10-second penalty for exceeding entrapments.
Oh boy.
And Adri has a 3-second penalty for corner kicking.
How has Adri cut corners 3 times in half a lap? Because the remainder of the race was under the safety car. Puppet Master's already 2.5 seconds clear, and it's not even been 1 full lap since the restart.
Another 3-second penalty for Adri.
Oh, Adri. JXW all over the back of Stig. Is he gonna make a move down into the final corner? No, thinks better of it, backs out of it. Yeah, I think turn 1 is the only real place you can make an overtake other than the chicane in sector 2. But you're gonna need a monster run out of the final corner to be able to do that. Jin all over the back of Camden as well.
Bones putting pressure on Barstool up in P6.
Oh yeah, Bones definitely had the pace to go ahead and win it, but given how quickly Puppet Master's pulling away. Oh, GP Colin picks up a 3-second time penalty. Yeah, given how quickly Puppet Master's pulling away, I don't think Bones is going to have a chance unless he manages to get past the 5 cars between him and...
might go for an overtake here and then do the chicane.
Nah, he thinks better of it. Oh, Barstool cuts the corner a little bit.
Bit of a queue behind Barstool there.
Yeah.
Janet's trying to position himself.
Oh, Barstool's, yeah. Barstool's lost a big chunk of his wing. Bones makes his way past. Avoids him very nicely there in the final corner. GP Colin. Oh, makes a lovely move into turn 1 down the inside. They're still kind of side by side. Yeah, Terminal Deity has conceded that place.
See if Bones can get himself caught to...
Oh, yellow flag in sector 2.
And Bones is fast.
It's Lit Romney.
Yeah, Lit Romney has lost his left side wing and dropped down to last.
Yeah,
everyone behind him makes up a place. Oh yeah.
He needs to be careful getting through that tunnel because the understeer can see a lot of the cruising.
Oh yeah.
Especially if he takes it at pace.
Too easy overtakes for Bones.
Needs to catch up to JXW.
So how long do we reckon these softs are gonna last?
I really don't know. I don't have an answer. How long did they last in a 50%? 9 laps? 10 laps?
Yeah, well, if that's the case, then you're looking at lap 20 or so, aren't you?
Yeah.
And they've had a couple of laps under the safety car, so...
True. So maybe lap 11, 12?
Bones picked up the fastest lap there and has closed about a 2-second gap up to JXW.
Janet is right on the back of Camden, looking to put some pressure on him now.
Follow along with Bones for now, but I imagine it's going to be a difficult task overtaking a Ferrari on a straight. Let's see how good of an exit Bones can get.
There's like 2 mini trains going on here, 3 mini trains. That's
Yeah.
Monaco.
Yeah, that's Bones hits the back of JXW.
I think he just about missed him, but he got a
Yeah,
very good drive off the
he
chicane.
did. He did. There's just
Terminal in
no room,
P7
nowhere to go.
has
Oh, JXW's
Terminal in
hit the
P7.
wall. JXW's hit
Terminal's
the
picked up
wall.
a time penalty.
Uh,
Sorry.
oh,
He's hit the wall
JXW's
again.
lost. Yeah, he's lost it out the final corner.
Oh,
Got massive wing damage.
Bones
I
making
imagine.
another easy position.
will Barkskill get past JXW going up the hill or into the turn one even?
Does he? Nah, he keeps position. That's a ridiculously close train. If I'm in the place of Bark School, I'm scared for my life there. If there's a car right in front of me and right behind me. Did Janet make up a place there? Looked like it.
Barkskyll's going for the overtake. Barkskyll's going to take it into... Oh, he's got it hitting the wall!
Oh, just misses the wall.
He did really well to keep it out of the barriers.
Adri makes up a place on Terminal Deity as well. Does Terminal Deity have damage? He's dropped a couple places very quickly there.
He's lost his end plate on the... He's lost his... Let's see if I can see that.
That makes sense.
Definitely lost an end plate.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, right side end plate.
GP Colin will be looking to make a move on Bark School. I don't know if Bark School has his entire wing or not. He doesn't. He's missing his left end plate as well, so he'll be struggling for downforce going into the final corner.
His pit. JXW his pit.
Yeah, to be fair, JXW. Yeah. GP Colin tries for a move around the outside, but there's not enough room. Bark School parks are on the apex. Absolutely nowhere to go for GP Colin.
Yeah, Janet is right. Oh, he's so close to Camden up the hill.
On the softer tires as well. Can he throw it down the inside
He's
there?
Going to,
he
yeah,
does.
He's done it. And he's
done it.
He's made a stick. He's done well.
Yeah, he's done it.
They've both done well. They avoid contact there.
Yeah. It would have been so easy for Camden to just have stuck in the wall there, but they did well to get through that. GP Colin trying to go alongside Bark School. Does Bark School let him through?
It's easy. It's an easy pass.
Yeah.
He's got the run on.
Yeah. It looked like Bark School lifted off a bit, but I'm not sure. But yeah, GP Colin moves up into P4, second of the medium runners. I have to imagine now Bones is at a slight advantage. He goes on the inside of Stig.
Barkskill has no
Gets it
end plate,
done.
that's why he's lifted off.
Yeah, that probably makes sense. Barksville probably just let GP Colin by. Like, it didn't make sense for him to
Janet is
fight
going
that.
past him as well. Janet's just taking the place as well.
Surprisingly, lots of overtakes at Monaco. It's hard to keep up.
Barkskill needs to make it Barkskill's got to make a decision soon whether he's going to continue to lose time or come into the pits. Because everyone's just driving past him without
True.
wing damage.
Bones is already up into P2 after making that move down into on the main straight, getting past Stig, and he is eating away at that gap between him and Puppet Master quite quickly. He's cleared. I think the gap was about 8 seconds.
He's the
Early
second
on.
half quicker than last lap.
Yeah, Bones in some free air is gunning for it. He wants that win. 6.4 seconds between Bones and Puppet Master. We'll revisit that in a few laps. Adri right up the back of Bark School with wing damage, so I think Adri... Oh, Adri throws it in and somehow makes it stick.
Oh, there's some
Somehow
madness
did not
going on
lose the car.
in the third sector. Barkskill's coming in, I think he's hit the wall.
Yeah, Bark School had to come in.
He was really, really loose.
Adri picks up.
The last few corners.
Adri picks up his 79th penalty of the race so far. Oh, Puppet Master picks up a 3-second time penalty. Bones
behind him
is
is keeping it incredibly clean. He hasn't had a warning yet.
Yeah, that's amazing. And he's significantly quicker as well. He's taken another second out of that gap since we last talked about it.
Yeah, behind Bones, Stick has a 5-second penalty. GP Colin has a 13-second penalty.
Oh boy.
Zenith has no penalties.
Terminal Deity picks up another 3-second time penalty. I think the closest gap at the moment is JXW on the hard side at the back of Park School, who is on the softs. So I don't know how close of a battle that's going to be, because yeah, the gap is going up now because Park School clearly has the pace advantage on the softs. Pretty massive gaps now. There's no, as crazy as the first 10 laps were, there's no more close battles to follow at the minute.
Just start the countdown clock till the next contact with the wall.
I just hope we were able to catch it somehow. I'm following on board with Camden now, who is following Terminal Deity. The McLaren seems to have a decent pace advantage at this track. We've already seen one McLaren get past another Ferrari early on with Bones.
Bones is taking it down to under 4 seconds and it's got to Puppet Master.
I have to wonder if it's the softs starting to fall off, or is it just that Bones has that much of an advantage on Puppet Master?
Let me just check.
Snooty Tune says Backbones must be disqualified. Why?
Puppet Master's times have been fairly consistent, but you can see a drop off from his early laps on the softs.
Fair enough.
There's a 1.4 second gap between what he did on lap 4 to lap 12, so I imagine they're starting to scream about it anymore.
Terminal Deity has decided to pit and go on the mediums. So maybe now is the point where the softs start to go off. Maybe the mediums are objectively just quicker than the softs now. Like we're past that crossover.
Yeah, well, since we've scored Bones pulling the gap back down to 4 seconds, he's at 2.5. But just eating up the ground between him and Puppet Master.
Oh yeah, he's 2.3 seconds away from an 8-second gap just a few laps ago, just a handful of laps ago. Under 2 seconds now, so he definitely...
Jennifer's also pulled the gap down to GP Colin to 1.2, so it looks like the mediums are definitely the better tire to be on right now.
Absolutely.
I wonder if Puppet Master's softs are going off.
Yeah, I think now would be the point where Puppet Master might be considering pitting and not losing much more time to Bones.
By the end of this lap, Bones
has pulled in nearly a second in sector 1 alone.
Yeah, that's incredible. Go on, Bones. Oh, he's within a second now, within the DRS range.
Yes,
It's not going to be close enough at the end of this straight, so I think he's going to have to wait for the start finish. I have to say he's kept it really clean so far. Not touched a wall, not cut a corner.
He's had a much better exit out of the chicane.
I think the only way this could work for Puppet Master is if he sticks on the hards and can get to the end on them.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they've still both got to pit again and put Bones in a strong position.
There goes Bones in DRS.
Behind Bones, Stig and GP Colin pulling that gap out as well.
Bones not quite close enough on the main straight down into turn 1. Keeps hold of his pace.
There's definitely one thing pulling the gap to someone on worn tyres.
Yeah.
Be passing them at this track.
Yeah.
It can be very tricky.
Yeah.
Because one mistake and you're in the wall, or the person beside you's in the wall.
Yeah, given the differential between these two as well, I think Bones is going to get held up massively. He's going to lose a lot of time stuck behind Puppet Master, so he's going to want to get past as quickly as possible.
Well, he can just sit there, save his tyres a bit, turn the engine down, and
Bones had a great exit out of the
oh, he did.
the corner there.
Can he send it down the inside? Thinks about it. He sends it, but he locks up. Yeah.
Puppet Master picks up another time penalty maybe in that corner. Yep.
Yeah, Puppet Master went deep trying to defend that.
GP Collins 2/10 behind Stig behind in 3 and 4.
Oh boy, GP Collins, yeah, it wasn't close enough to make a move down there as well, so he's gonna have to wait for the main straight, wait for DRS. Yeah. Let's see if Bones can get a good exit at the final corner. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's got the run on him. Follow GP Colin in DRS. Ooh, he's gaining.
He's on the inside.
Thinks about it, but no, he backs out. Janet, given a chance for Janet to catch up to these. He's within the DRS range of GP Colin.
Oh, he's just pulled out of it.
Yeah, Stick kind of closed the door there. I don't blame him for that.
GP's putting on the pressure.
Ooh, Puppet Master went a little deep, missed the apex. Bones has got the run on him, heading towards the chicane. Can he send it again? Nah, thinks better of it. Oh, Puppet Master spun!
Bones hit the wall. The pressure from Bones was enough.
I was just about to say Bones is playing a sensible game here, not trying to fire it through a gap that's not there. And he didn't need to put the pressure on, and Puppet Master.
GP Colin gets a massive run out of the chicane, and yeah, but there's not enough room for him to pass Stig just yet. He's gonna have to wait for the straight as well. He's given a chance for Jenner to catch up.
Contact.
Oh, is that GP Colin's wing flying around?
GP Colin.
Oh yeah, he's lost an end plate.
He's still gonna go for it. He's gonna go for it. He'll not have the grip.
Puppet Masters needs a change in wing as well. Goes on to the mediums.
The battle between Stig and GP Collins allowing Janet to close right up behind them.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Janet would be sensible to just wait for an opportunity, because even if he sends one down GP Collins, I don't think there's going to be enough room for him to...
He's managed to keep it on track, but he lost it in the...
GP Collins, even with the broken wing, has kept up with Stig. But it is going to compromise his exits out the corner, I imagine.
Oh, GP Collins hit the wall. He got lucky there. He hit the wall in the tunnel, but he's going to get past.
GP Collins goes side by side with Stig. Yeah. Is there enough room? Nope, there isn't. Janet picks up
they're cutting this swimming pool. Have to go for this time, GP Colin. I think he's close enough.
He is.
Oh,
he sent it.
He's hit the wall. He's just kept it out. No more.
Yeah, Stig's run was extremely compromised, and Janet sneaks his way through
as well.
Yeah. That was I mean, that's why I said Janet had to play it like that. Like, he had to just stick behind GP Colin and find a minor opportunity, and he's taken that one.
Yeah, Puppet Master's now putting the pressure on the Camden. Puppet Master on much pressure, medium tyres. Camden's on the hard 16 lap, so Puppet Master's just putting the pressure on. Camden's gone wide.
Oh, Janet's made his way past GP Colin. I don't know if GP Colin just let him through, because that was pretty early on the straight. Yeah, but Janet's now in P2.
Puppet Master may have made a mistake. He's gone on to the mediums.
Yeah, he's going to have a run at Camden here, but I'm not sure he's close enough.
I mean, I imagine Puppet Master just wants to do a two-stop. Like, maybe that was his intention all along, just to do a soft medium instead of a one-stop on the hards or something.
I think if Bones can do medium, I mean, he's still stretching that gap out over Gin, so...
Medium hard.
Bones... if Bones can go on to the hards, he might get that pit stop gap he needs to Gin behind him.
Puppet Master in DRS range. Stig decides to pit finally on his mediums. I mean, from his softs onto the mediums.
Just watching Puppet Master, he doesn't seem to be able to get close enough and get the good run off the corner to have a go at Camden. Camden playing it nicely.
Oh, he goes a little deep, almost makes contact, but does well to avoid it.
Should get him down.
He's got the run, yeah, he's got the run there. Camden backs out. Yeah. Smart from Camden. Doesn't make sense fighting, going side by side into that corner on a harder tire. I think you'd be worse off.
Yeah, Puppet Master nearly hit the wall coming up to the hairpin.
Cool.
But he avoided contact.
That's just good driving, isn't it? Going as close to the wall as possible without actually touching it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know what that's like, would you, Buzz?
Absolutely not. For me, it's the wall or nothing.
Buzz and the wall are best friends.
Terminal deity right up the back of Bark School on the mediums. That Ferrari engine doing wonders.
GP Collins doing well in those 18-lap-old medium tires with wing damage.
Oh, Adri is pitted. Adri has had to change his wing as well and goes on to the mediums. From the mediums, so it looks like Adri is looking to do the two-stop. I feel like that might have been a mistake. Mistake he could have done with going on the hards until the end of the race. But oh well. Adri crossed the line.
Penalty.
Yeah, crossed the pit lane on the exit.
Thought you got a calculator for Adri's penalties.
I don't think I like the amount of penalties he's got would cause a stack overflow on the calculator. Hashtag programming joke.
I was going to say different kind of stack overflow than you're used to.
Puppet Master has got another penalty for multiple warnings. He's
JXW retired. Oh, he's retired in the pits. He's given up. So we're down to 10 drivers now. That means
everyone getting points.
Yeah, as long as they finish, as long as they get to at least lap 71, they get points.
Looks like now Bones isn't able to pull out any more time, so he's not going to quite get that gap he needs.
I think it'll be really interesting to see how much Puppet Master can pull the gap down to on those mediums, fresh mediums against the 1890 and lap-old mediums that.
Terminal Deity. I mean, Terminal Deity hits the wall there, trying to get past Bark School, but there's no gap. Adri has had to pit again. Yeah. What is Adri doing?
He's racking up penalties is what he's doing.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. Adri came out the pits. Did he come out the pits? It looked like he was coming out the pits and just crossed over onto the racing line.
Puppet Master is a second a lap quicker than Bones at the minute.
I think Terminal Deity has picked up damage. Yeah, he's lost an end plate, so he's losing time to Bark School now. Not able to keep up with the Haas on the softs anymore.
GP Collins in the pits. What's he going to put on? Another set of medium. Fitting on another set of mediums.
That's interesting. It looks like all of these are doing a two-stop.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued to see what Bones and Janet do on their mediums. Feel like it would. I think Janet is pulling out some time out of Bones, so maybe it's time for Bones to pit as well, or maybe he's just taking it easy. He's got the gap, so he doesn't need to push anymore.
I mean, I don't know how many laps the mediums will do, but he could do with making sure that he gets out ahead of Puppet Master in the stops. So he's going to be pulling that time in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Puppet Master's going to go soft, medium. I think we can get down to the.
Yeah, there's a sizable 27-second gap between Puppet Master and Bones, so I think Bones should be safe so long as he does a one-stop. And
the penalty is favourable for Bones as well.
Yeah.
The penalty situation is favourable for Bones because Puppet Master's pick up quite a few, I think.
Adri's pitted and changed his wing again.
He picked up a 5-second and a 3-second penalty.
Podmaster's 12 seconds of penalty, so Bones should be comfortable that way.
Kind of
I
want
think
to.
Adri's not far from disqualification here.
Yeah. Someone want to count how many penalties he actually has?
Yeah,
I'll
let's
have
see.
a
3, 6,
take a
9,
look.
12,
Wow.
15. He's got 18 seconds plus another. He's got about 26 second penalty for 27 seconds.
Yeah, his penalty on the last lap was a 5 seconds, so
Yeah, I don't know if
got the
those
next
penalties are
lap.
even showing up. So
He's got 5 penalties in the last 3 laps.
wow.
I think 2 of those will be 5 seconds, so he'd
Yeah.
have to be nearing 30 seconds of penalties.
Yeah.
I think he's got 7 3-second penalties and then 2 5 seconds.
So Tom Leary has decided not to pit and carry on with the minor wing damage he has, and has caught up back to Park School and looking to put him under pressure.
Park School on 12 lap old soft tyres.
Oh, Leary picks up
Criminal
another
Daly's
3-second
got the
time
corner.
penalty.
On the bright side, I am now getting a free meal, so
Has your food actually not come yet?
it's not come yet, and
Yeah,
I
head on.
complained.
Oh,
Oh.
Terminal Daly's hit the come into the pits anyway. Oh, he's cracked into the pit lane.
That's some Beck level stuff. Crashing in the pit lane.
Buzzing
Put-
back.
Puts on the softs? Yeah,
Pits on the
softs.
softs, yeah.
I mean, my
It's
screen
probably
glitched
some
out a
strange
bit,
strategies.
and my screen glitched out, and his front tires were softs, but his rears were mediums for a bit there.
He's definitely on a soft. There's some really strange and interesting strategies going on here.
Yeah. GP Colin is slightly inching towards Camden on the pressure mediums now. Camden
Terminal
on.
Daly and Audrey have already pitted 3 times.
I mean,
But Audrey's
It's
been
Monaco.
hard done, which should take him to the end.
Camden's
Can avoid
finally
contact
pitted
with a wall.
off his hards. 22 lap old hards. I feel like the hards could have gone a lot longer than that. Maybe he has wing damage. Yeah, he's replacing his wing. Goes on to the mediums.
Well, Janet's on 22 lap old mediums as well, and I think he'll continue for another, I don't know, 10 laps plus, I'd say.
Yeah, the gap between Puppet Master and Bones has still stayed at 26 seconds, so I think they both pretty much have equal and consistent pace at this point. But Bones has pulled out a bit of a gap to Janet, just a couple seconds, but might make a difference.
That's interesting about Bones and Puppet Master having a similar pace at this point, and when Bones' tyres are 16 lap older.
Yeah, true. I mean, Bones has been far and away the quickest driver on this grid so far. Like, he was in qualifying, he proved that by getting pole by 2 tenths, and then the way he started, gobbling those drivers up between him and Puppet Master after pitting was insane.
It doesn't look like Puppet Master even putting the gap into Janet.
No, yeah, I think those gaps in the top 3 have
Stay-
stayed pretty consistent.
Stayed consistent, yeah. Audrey's ghosted. That's because he's being lapped.
I would have imagined Adri would have won this, given he's usually pretty quick at Monaco. But it's not panned out well for him today.
No. So 8th, 9th and 10th have all been lapped. It's only a matter of time for 6 and 7 are as well.
Yeah, Bones is really
Yeah.
not that far behind Bark School, is that? Yeah, Bark School.
In saying that, it can all change fairly quickly if you hit the wall. Safety car comes
Absolutely.
out.
Yeah, we only
Absolutely.
need a safety car, don't we?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and it's about being on the right tyre at the right time.
Maybe that's what Bones is waiting for, because he's got the gap. Give him the safety car. See if he can get a nice pit stop. But
Terminal deity.
There's no point in him pitting at the minute if he's comfortable on those tyres. He can just run them as long as he wants.
Yeah. Terminal deity right up the back of Letroni on this far softer, far fresher tyres. Oh, Bones picks up a 3-second time penalty.
It's his first one though.
Yeah.
Dennis behind him. I think he has penalties too. So
I think it might just work out for Bones to wait for Zenith to pit and then.
Oh. Let
what
Romney
happened there?
Hit the wall. Let Romney hit the wall and then Terminal got past him and Zenith slapped him. Massive. He's staying out with damage.
Yeah, I see his missing end plate as well.
He had so much understeer into that last corner.
Barkspool dives into the pits, puts on the soft tire.
The gaps are pretty big at the minute, there's not a lot happening on track.
Yeah, I mean, they're at least 3.5 seconds at the moment. So yeah, Terminal is probably the quickest car on track at the moment with the fresh softs, but even he's 25 seconds behind Camden, so that's going to take a while to chop down.
Yeah, and he is about to get lapped by Janet.
Oh yeah.
The bar school pitted for new softs.
He did.
Strategies are interesting. Surely it's worth sticking the hard on and going to the end now.
You say that it's fair, but can you imagine trying to maneuver a Haas or a Renault on realistic performance around Monaco on the hards? I feel like even I would go for a 2-stop with a medium soft or whatever. Like I would try to stay away from those hards for as long as possible. I mean, that's the only logic I can think of for not going on the hards at all.
Yeah, he started on mediums and has gone soft after that. You know, a medium stint might have been a better option to see if he can, get a bit of consistent lap times in over space of 20-25 laps and then pit for the softer compound later in the race, a bit more pace.
Yeah. Yeah, Barstool is rapidly catching up to Adri. The gap is 1.5 seconds now. I feel like he'll be pretty close, very close by the end of the lap.
This is smooth driving from Bones.
Bones has pulled out another couple seconds from Janet. I think he's
Masters closed up another couple on Janet as well, so I think it's maybe just Janet's pace on 27 level mediums.
Yeah. Bones has played this very nicely.
But he's hardly a lock up. He's been really smooth.
Good on Bones. I don't think Bones is gonna get used to us praising him that much. Barton, say something.
Stop that, don't we?
Yeah, Barton, say something. Neutralize us. I would be heartbroken if something happened to Bones now. I don't want to jinx it.
it would also be hilarious.
It would be. I kind of want to just for the comedic factor.
I'd expect of another penalty.
All we hear from Bones is every week. That's all we hear.
Yeah, Bones always has the same things to say. He's either the first one to get killed on Warzone or have an incident in a race.
He's literally a why always me walking meme, innit?
The Bosch got up to half a second from Adri.
Go on, Barkschool. I mean, Barkschool could just sit behind and get him on penalties.
Yeah, but he's not gonna. He's on soft Adri's cards. There's no chance he's sitting behind him.
I mean, Barkschool could sit 20 seconds behind Adri and still put him on penalties.
3 minutes behind Adri and still finish ahead of Monaco. Zenith is pitted. I missed that.
Oh yeah, Zenith's come out
He's pitted
fourth
for mediums.
for mediums. Yeah. That's an interesting call. So he's definitely gonna have to. Oh wait, is he gonna have to make another pit stop? Because yeah, Zenith is because Zenith I think started on the mediums.
No, yeah, but he went to hards on the second stint. And done 2 medium stints since.
Okay, fair enough. So Zenith doesn't have to pit, but
he doesn't have to pit, but it's
38 laps, 37 laps about, and I don't know if he can make them last for that long. Bones is on 30 lap old medium, so I think. Oh yeah, Bones did start on softs, so I think Bones is looking to do another stint on the mediums as well.
Yep.
So yeah, that might work out. Yeah, that might work out very nicely for him. He's already got a pit stops lead on Puppet Master. If he just manages that 26-second gap like he has so far, I think he's gonna be fine.
Let wrong, Barshko nearly hit the wall at the chicane.
I kind of want to name and shame all the people that didn't show up today. So that's Doth, Gilzo, T-Money, Barton, me, Coxie, JFD, Electric Chicken, Lacuna.
I think you will find I am in the lobby.
Space Dogs. I mean,
I'm not
on track.
Enough cars. I'm not convinced you have enough cars to fit all these people in the race to be fair.
Space Dogs, Stotts, Zyg, Sam.
You're just gonna name every person in the league. It's not racing.
I mean, every person that showed up last week but didn't show up this week, and that's yeah, that's all of the drivers that I just named.
Camden's now pulled the gap to stay under 2 seconds, and he's on fresher tires.
I mean, it's one thing to not show up because you're busy or something, but all of them have clearly just pushed out.
Well, they've seen it's Monaco and said, "No, I don't fancy that for 78 laps." Is that what you're thinking, Buzz?
I mean, to be fair, we're not even at 50% race distance, so someone needs to bin it and make this race interesting.
So there's plenty more time for Audi to pick up some more penalties.
Yeah, he's definitely getting disqualified before the end.
There's a few gaps that are coming down on the track. Barshko still under a second to Adri. Camden just over a second to Stig, and Janet at about 1.8 from GP Collins. So other than that, it's pretty well spread out. Barksville on the straight has DRS on Adri. Nice.
He's had to cut the corner.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gone for it. Camden looking into the tunnel. Half a second to stay. Will not get close enough before the chicane. But he could certainly line it up for the start finish straight if he gets this right. Adri's in the pits, and Stig's locked up, and Camden's got him.
Yeah, gets it done before the final corner. And gets DRS as well to pull away.
Yeah.
Zenith's out of the back of GP Colin now on the fresher tyres, just a second and a half away.
Adri's gone on medium, so you would think that would take him to the end of the race.
Bones is pitted, finally. Guides in the pits. Comes out on the mediums.
Last corner now.
Yeah, Bones will definitely take these mediums to the end now with 40 laps to go. I think he should be able to do it.
Yeah, he's a mile clear of anybody.
Oh yeah.
Puppet Master still has the pit.
Yeah, 7.5 seconds. Yeah.
Taking them.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
7.5
seconds.
Pit again.
Yeah. He's 20 lap old mediums, and we can't take them to the end. They'll be dead. GP Collins another 15 seconds down the road. Who has to pit again as well. Janet may well be looking at a P2 here. I think that Janet could take those to the end. Those mediums to the end. 7 lap old mediums. Oh, GP Collins hit the chicane with his rear left.
He's stayed ahead though. He's not lost out.
No, he just lost a little bit of time.
Yeah, didn't get damaged luckily.
No. It's one of those ones where you clip the corner with the rear, whereas if you hit the corner with the front, you're going to damage your front wing. He's let him pass. Yeah, GP Collins let out. Janet passed on the straight. Oh, what happened, Bones?
What happened?
Something happened, Bones. There's something wrong with Bones.
There's a safety car.
Oh, that's why I didn't even see that.
Bones is not gonna like that. I think Puppet Master has lost an end plate. I don't know what happened though.
What happened there? Adri's pitted again.
Bones is okay though, he doesn't need to pit and he knows he'll get the tyres to the end, it means people will be near him.
Yeah, Puppet Master's had to pit.
And his penalties are good as well for Bones.
Yeah.
Good. Adri's got another 5-second penalty for crossing the pit exit. Master's pitted. Zenith is staying out. And he's going to go into P2. GP Collins made a mistake not pitting. He's on 17 lap old meetings. Adri has another 5-second penalty for non-yellow flag.
This is going to be interesting.
Surely it makes sense for anyone in warm tires at all to come into the pits.
I mean, yeah, unless they have a pit stop pending.
Terminals stayed out on 6 lap old soft tires. They're not going to go very long. Let Romney stayed out on 10 lap old mediums. Box goes going on the hards. See if the car is going to make it interesting.
Oh yeah, the gaps are going to be like close now, so it might be some interesting racing to follow. But I think as it stands, Bones is going to be in a very solid position to continue to lead the race. Maybe Zenith will try to have a crack at it and make an overtake, but I don't know if he has the pace advantage on Bones to be able to do that.
We have 4 cars that have been lapped. It's just Sting to catch up in the field before we can go racing again. Imagine Bum just turn his hair out, formation, safety car, and it's so slow in Monaco.
What is Adri doing?
I don't know, he's got about half an hour worth of penalties.
Yeah, he's got a fresh wing though, that's nice. I think he's trying to unlap himself. Oh, just catching back up to the field now. Safety car in this lap. Yeah, Adri's still, I think, 1 lap down on the field, but yeah.
He's just going past people. Oh, no, he went past Camden and he let him back through again.
Yeah, I think he
He
got a
must have
warning for
realised
that.
it was
Yeah.
restarting.
Yeah. That's unfortunate, Adri. But we are gonna follow Bones on the restart. Gets away well. Already a second clear of Janet,
Andrew's
who's
coming
clear
in the
of
pits.
GP
I think
Colin.
he might well retire.
Puppet Master all over the back of GP Colin now with fresher
Yeah,
medium tires. Adri's retired.
Andrew retired in the pits.
Oh, Puppet Master is looking for a way past GP Colin, but it's not going to be easy.
There's a lapped car of Terminal trying to get past Puppet Master.
Yeah, I mean he is on the softer tires, so I think he can like get away quickly if he gets past. So,
And he's
but
in a Ferrari.
yeah, but
It's going to be off-putting for Puppet Master.
exactly. So I don't think he should be doing that right now.
Which is just a bit off-putting in the initial stages when he's trying to actually get past him. It's not so bad when he's past him and trying to make a gap.
Yeah.
Oh, GP is best tailed in the way out of the swimming pool. You see what it did there?
Yeah, I'm following along with Puppet Master, trying to navigate a
Yeah,
snap out. He's backed off.
Terminal's out back through.
Fair enough. There's no point in Terminal trying to unlap himself because the car, like Stig is another lap in front of him, so.
Well, there's only one way it can work for him. If he passes him now, and then there's another safety car, then it might work out for him. But it's hard.
It's unlikely,
it's hard to
yeah.
see that. Yeah, it's hard to see that working. And everyone in the field is now on mediums apart from Terminal. GP Colin gets a really good exit in the last corner. It gives Puppet Master no chance of getting a run on him. GP Colin's defended well. Just out of Casino.
Puppet Master and Camden right behind GP Colin, so there's a little mini train here now. To see if GP Colin can stay in front of them. Bones has pulled out a 2-second gap to Janet, but he should be safe because I think Janet has a time penalty, but Bones does not. Or I think Bones has picked up one as well, but pretty sure Janet has one as well. Yellow flag in sector 2. I don't see where that is.
Terminal. Let Romney pass Terminal.
Yeah, let Romney and Terminal.
Camden from past Puppet Master. He must have had a bad exit into the last corner. Damage his wing? No, Camden
was past Puppet Master even before the braking zone, so it must have had a monster run on the final corner there. Terminal deity is retired in the pits. He's given up. Camden will be breathing down GP Colin's neck now, looking to find a way through.
Yeah. I'm going to disappear for like 5 minutes because my food's finally here.
Okay. Enjoy.
Only an hour and a half late.
Nice.
Did you get it for free? I bet you didn't get it for free.
Yeah, it was through to the group, so they credited it to my account.
Sweet. Well, enjoy. Yeah, Camden's got a good run on GP Colin. He's not going to get it done.
Yeah, not close enough. Puppet Master's right up his ass as well.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting battle.
Yeah, I feel like these three have kept it very clean so far, so I expect them to continue to do so. So like Puppet Master's just gonna have to be extremely patient and wait for a good opportunity to get past. And I just hope none of them towards the end of the race get desperate to find a way past and throw it down a corner where they can't really, find space to do it.
Yeah, I think that Camden might be in P2 when penalties play out, because he's only got one penalty, and I know the others have more.
True, but we'll just wait for the game to calculate the penalties for us at the end, because there's still 30 laps to go and plenty of penalties to pick up.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. Yeah. There could be another safety car. It could be wing damage. It could be freaking wheels flying all about. There's only 8 drivers remaining though.
And Bones just pulled that gap out at the front for 5 seconds, and to be fair, Janet's pulled a good gap to
GP as well, yeah.
And them two seem quick.
I don't think we're gonna hear the end of this from Bones for a while.
Not unless he wraps around a lamppost somewhere. And then he will not let him forget.
Yeah.
But he's driven so smoothly so far, I can't see it happening.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I mean, at this point, he kind of deserves to take the win, but I kind of deserve a laugh as well. So.
I can't argue with either of those points. Oh! Puppet Master's hit the wall, but he's not damaged.
Yeah, he didn't thwart the wall as hard as it needs to be on reduced damage too.
Yeah, he's hit it at Tabac, and that's... I've hit it there before myself. You don't get away with it very often.
Gonna jump on with Camden here.
Insanely close. Just no space to pass there.
It's just like there's just absolutely no space.
He's gonna get him. He's gonna get him.
Can he send it?
He hasn't done it.
GP Colin's gone deep into that corner naturally. I think it's just so important to just get a good run out into this corner they're coming up to now, or the final one. And I don't think he has a run out of this one.
He doesn't have a run here.
No. Just need a monster exit on the final corner and get them on DRS. Puppet Master has DRS, Camden has DRS, but still not close enough to get GP Colin. GP Colin's going to be nervous on those 30-lap old mediums. I think GP Colin has yet to make a pit stop, but Camden and Puppet Master don't. So I think the McLaren and the Toro also would be smart enough to just bide their time for now, because I don't think they're going to be catching Janet or Bag of Bones anytime soon. And they have a decent gap to stick behind, so I don't think they really need to worry.
It's so even between these three, GP, Camden and Puppet Master. It's so even. They're in the same age of tyres, with the same compound of tyres, and none of them can find a way through. John's
Camden
gone
trying
wide.
to get an exit. No, not enough room yet. It's such a, it's like a wedge. It's a disappearing gap, so can't send it down there on the outside of the hairpin.
He needs to set it up here. Get the good exit. No, he's not going to get it from there. It's so difficult to drive so close to the car in front like this.
Bones has pulled out an 8-second gap on Janet. Yeah, Bones has been absolutely unstoppable today. Oh, GP Collins hit the wall again, but I don't know if it was hard enough to get wing damage.
Looks like both ends are certainly... Nope, he's lost his right end pit.
GP
Collins
Collins.
passed him.
Yeah, he's... And Puppet Master pits. I wonder why. Did he break his wing as well? Yeah, Puppet
Yes,
Master's getting a wing replacement. Oh boy.
Yeah, you're saying about Bones of this. It's been so clean. In saying that, there's still over 20 laps remaining. And anything can happen on another safety car and someone comes in behind them for softs. Could be really interesting.
Yep. He's going to be on a charge on the last 25 laps. So you can have still 25 laps of this to go. This is never ending. GP Collins done well to keep driving with wing damage as well, to be honest.
He did that earlier in the race as well. He was keeping up with people and had a damaged wing.
Yeah,
I'm sure
he's finally...
I'm sure he's wondering how competitive he could have been if he hadn't got those wing
Absolutely,
damages.
absolutely. He may have been challenging Janet. He's dived into the pits finally to change his wing and put on the soft tires as well. He's gonna come out probably relatively close to Puppet Master, so this will be interesting to see. Puppet Master's just coming around the final corner now, and GP is making his way out.
Be ahead of him.
Oh yeah, well ahead.
He's also on softs. Oh, he tagged the wall of it. Kept his wings though. I still think there's a long way to go on softs.
25 laps, yeah. Didn't they start pitting on like lap 12 early on at the start of the race?
Okay, granted they have less fuel in the car now. It's still a long way.
Yeah. Like it's twice as long as the first 10, so it's a stretch to say the least.
Puppet Master with a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings.
Oh.
But if you remember, GP Colin pitted ahead of Puppet Master. Well, GP Colin pitted from 3rd in the race and Puppet Master was in 5th and Puppet Master's jumped him. And the gap is now 7 seconds between the two, so
Yeah.
A good call from Puppet Master to go early.
Yeah. The delta between the softs and the mediums is nearly, I think, like 2 or 3 seconds at the moment.
And Puppet Master Bones has just damaged his wing.
Oh.
He has
Yeah,
hit
Bones
the
has
corner
lost an end plate.
in Tabac. Puppet Master he put the fastest lap of the race in as well.
This is gonna get interesting. This is gonna get spicy.
Yeah.
There's long enough left in the race for Zenith to possibly catch up to Bones, but I want to see how Bones can drive with wing damage now. Maybe it's not heavy enough for him to consider replacing it, because
plate on the right hand side.
Yeah, I think even if Bones pits now, he's still gonna come out in second, because the gap to Camden is about 20 seconds, 21 seconds or so. So yeah,
if I was him, I would be riding this out and just seeing how the wing damage is, if it's manageable.
Yeah, I think I would too, because Zenith is on much older medium tires, so Zenith's drop-off is going to come sooner.
The problem for Bones comes whenever, or not whenever, but if he gets the understeer in the corner and clips that wing again.
Yeah.
And he's nearly done the exact same thing in Tabac.
I think he's just going to have to be super careful, and even if the gap to Zenith comes down now slightly, he'll just have to be okay with it, because like I said, Zenith's tire drop-off is going to come sooner than Bones, and he might just, maintain that by the end of the race.
He might need to adjust the brake bias. He's starting to lock up a bit, and I didn't see any lockups in any of the laps that followed him.
Right. It's also because he's probably thanks to the loss in downforce, thanks to the broken wing. We'll see.
The gap to Zenith isn't really budging.
No, it hasn't. In the last lap and a half or so, since Bones has broken his wing, it hasn't moved. So. Oh, Lit Romney is disconnected. Something happens pretty much every week, so it's not surprising anymore. Lit Romney did really well to finish second in Singapore.
Yeah, that was another crazy race.
Yeah, it was amazing. That finish between Axton and Coxey as well, like just a 10th between them and separated by a 3-second penalty. It was quite crazy.
Zenith, 5-second time penalty. He just pitted Zenith.
Zenith's pitted?
Penalty. Yeah, Zenith's pitted for softs.
Oh, wonder where he comes out. Jin probably just damaged his wing and dived in. So
Bones in the P2.
Bones has got breathing room. Camden has not a lot of breathing room. I want to say, for now.
Yeah.
Actually, he does. Stig might pip him. Stig's pipped Zenith coming out the pits. Oh, the side by side. Oh, that was close. That looked a little questionable, but I think they've both come off without damage, which is important for now.
The Bones and Camden both have 3-second time penalties. So the two McLarens are 1 and 2. They've both been fairly clean. And there's 21 seconds between them. What's gonna give?
Kind of see the irony now in Bones calling the McLarens dirty for 3 seasons straight, and now them winning at Monaco, being that clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stig is 5 seconds behind Zenith now. I wonder if that's just entirely the delta between the softs and the mediums, or
Well, it's the delta
Stig's
between the
taking
softs and the
damage.
mediums, as well as the length, the age of the tires.
Yeah.
Stig's on 19 lap old mediums, and Janet's on brand new soft tires. So I can understand why the gap's so big now.
True. 6 seconds. Taking a second out just in the first sector. That's ridiculous.
Bones doesn't seem to have lost too much performance in that win damage.
Nope. Now Bones is fine. Like Bones could even pit and then still come out ahead of Camden and Janet, and he'd be fine. But there's absolutely no reason to do that. You know, he just needs to keep cruising and make sure he doesn't pick up more damage or more penalties or anything.
Yeah.
Camden is gonna be under threat from. Camden is gonna be under threat from Janet very soon. Oh, Janet's hit the wall again. Has he lost his end plate? No, he hasn't. Puppet Master picks up yet another penalty. We'll just wait and see how it plays out at the end between him and GP Colin and Stig. 11.8. Janet also picks up a 3-second penalty.
Seems to have all kicked off since I was gone.
It has. There was a safety
Bones
car.
hit the wall. Bones had wing damage.
Yeah, but he's carried on. He's fine.
He's carried on and he's gapping Camden. So it's going to be interesting when Janet gets up to the back of Camden. Is he going to send it, or does he be patient?
Can you see what kind of lap times Bones and Camden are doing?
Yeah.
How's the fried chicken?
Well, interesting story. So, the fried chicken was nice, but the delivery guy made a mistake and left me somebody else's order as well. So not only have I got free food, this other person's order was a bottle of wine and 2 bottles of gin, so I'm set.
And all I'll say is it's lucky that you got that order at this stage of the race and not lap 1.
Yeah, that's what I would agree. So, not only was all that free, I also ordered like a small individual sized tub of ice cream. And they put on the note like, oh sorry your order's late, and they gave me a full Ben & Jerry's one instead.
Oh,
don't tell Fuzz that it was cookie dough. Don't tell Fuzz it was cookie
Please
dough.
tell me it was chocolate chip cookie dough from Ben &
I was
Jerry's.
hoping it was cookie dough because that was like the individual size one I ordered. But they give me fish food. So what's that? That's chocolate ice cream, caramel and marshmallow, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I've had about 30 quid of stuff here for free. So I'm having a great evening. The race can get lost, I don't care.
As good as Bones' 20 point.
Yeah, I think Bones is having a better night with an absolutely dominant race at Monaco here.
Fuzz, you asked about the time and laps between Bones and Camden. They're pretty identical.
What times are they doing? Because I just want to see the delta between them and Janet. Because Janet's already at the back of Camden.
Yeah, so they're low 15s.
Low 15s, and Janet did an 11.8 on his fresh socks. Yeah. Oh, Puppet Master's dived into the wings again. Dived into the pits again.
The last lap Bones did a 15.5. The last lap Bones did a 15.5.
15.5, yeah.
Camden's now pulling them down, he's in the 14s.
Yeah, I think Puppet Master broke his wing again trying to follow Stig and has had to go in and replace them.
Like, Camden's gone in the 14s, but Janet's right up his ass.
Yeah, I think Janet is going to have a massive pace advantage.
Janet's favourite pastime on a weekend, that. You can tell the mood's changed now, Beaton. I'm happy.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get involved, boys.
Nothing worse than a grumpy Barton, to be fair. Oh, yeah. Janet has hit the wall, but he's okay.
Safety car. Let's have another one. Spice it up for the end.
Camden's now brought the gap down to just under 20 seconds to Bones. So I think it's really interesting to see how close Janet can get to the
if Janet can get past Camden quickly, and given that there's pretty much like a 3-second delta, or 2.5 seconds, I think the last 10 laps can be very, very, very interesting.
Yeah, it's 13, low 13 is what Janet's doing.
Janet's not quite close enough. I think he just needs the exit down into the tunnel.
He does need to look after those tires as well, though, because.
Okay, thanks, Jeff. That's exactly what Jeff says. Oh, Janet's hit the wall.
He's not damaged.
He's reset the track.
He cut
Stewart.
the rear. The rear
Stewart.
cut the corner.
You've seen a clear violation. You've seen a clear violation.
A 5-second time penalty.
Oh.
And probably 5 penalty points.
Yes, Mr. Head Steward, sir.
If only they mattered on the 100% races.
Yeah.
To be honest, I could do without any more stewards' inquiries. I've been busy this week. I think just tier 2 for once.
Well, his lawyer has told him not to say anything more about tier 2. Isn't that right, Doc?
My lawyers are from tier 1. I don't think they're gonna give a fuck about what I say about tier 2. But how dirty is tier 2? 15 people with penalty points.
Mate, it's just a lot of it isn't dirtiness, it's just inability to race side by side.
Yeah, I mean
tier 1 was pretty dirty this week.
Yeah, I mean tier 1 was mainly just buff. Yeah, mainly just buff, absolutely fucking everyone's safety car restart.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then back doing back things.
Like EU tends to be quite clean. There's only ever 1 or 2 incidents a week.
Yeah, EU to be honest, has good drivers. It's just really egotistical drivers who get mad at every little thing.
Yeah.
Prima donnas, did you say, Cos?
It's almost like one of them's only got one leg and has to make up for it some other way.
I mean, yeah.
My lawyer told me not to mention any names.
True. It could be absolutely anyone. I don't know who you're talking about.
Is the guy in Modern Warfare you're talking about?
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Barton just using his personality disorder here.
Oh, GP Collins made it past Stig around the outside of turn 1. Kind of almost missed it.
Janet's pulled it back to 1 second on Camden after that spin.
Damn.
So just coming through the tunnel now. I think Bones is safe, to be honest. Unless he wrecks that wing again.
Yeah.
He seems to be managing pace okay on it.
You just give him the commentator's curse. Nice one.
I mean, we've been praising Bones for the last 50 laps. I don't think he's ever gonna let us hear the end of it.
I reckon he could probably pause it in a couple of laps and still win.
Janet's lost his end fade again. He has hit the wall.
What the AI set to him.
It's set to 80, so he might. Yeah, it's set to 80 AI because I was like, people might be pausing this one. Yeah, he'll be fine.
Yeah. I mean, this isn't uncharacteristic performance from him. I mean, maybe he's got someone else on the wheel and he's just pretending it's him.
Could be. Who else do we know that lives nearby? Who knows how to play F1?
Some other twat I know lives near him.
Never know, maybe he's got his mum on the wheel. She might be a baller at this game and we don't know about it. Bones' mum, TRL Limitless confirmed.
Janet's less than half a second went through the tunnel.
Janet does have wing damage and that Lawson sweet downforce.
He hasn't put it in there. Heard that before, haven't you? The exit's going to be all important here. A decent exit, but it's not going to be close enough. Or 2/10. No. Oh, Janet nearly lost it in turn 1.
Yeah, he's lost DRS to Camden as well. 2.5 down now. Puppet Master
the
is
left
chasing down Steak pretty rapidly. Puppet Master is 1.2 seconds away, not quite within the RS range, but I think he should have it on the next lap if he isn't already past him.
He's under a second now.
Yeah, so he should have the RS on the following lap.
You got a ghosted car anyway.
Yeah, it's always a little distracting. Who is that, Box Pool?
Oh,
No, that's Lit Romney. Yeah, it's Lit Romney, so I don't think he's even in the session to move out the way, so Puppet Master's just gonna have to deal with it, unfortunately. He's past
Some of the camera angles in this game are awful.
They are. Sometimes just in broadcast mode, like, the camera angle is really weird. If I'm following the car behind, it just shows a rear facing camera and completely misses out on what's important.
Yeah,
Oh,
can't get the exit out of the last corner to get near Camden in the straight.
Oh, Puppet Master is ridiculously close to Steak now. He's gonna have to find a way through quickly.
Oh, Janet in the casino. They are set. Oh, he hit the wall. Oh, he's taken out Camden.
Yeah, Janet sent it where he shouldn't have sent it, and he's reset the track again.
Oh, classic Jin.
Yeah, Camden's lost an end plate as well, but he should be keeping that second place now.
I think in the casino it was the right move to make. He made it and they were clean, but it was coming around the next corner.
Puppet Master's Puppet Master's done it right. He's gotten past Steak into casino. Nice and clean, no contact.
So Janet has no end plates. And Camden has no end plates. Oh, Camden has a right end plate.
And Jin has just received a 5-second penalty for corner point.
3-second time penalty for multiple warnings as well.
Yeah, Janet's in the pits.
GP Collins probably gonna sneak that podium place now.
Depends. Yeah, probably. Well, 10 laps. He's 14 lap old softs. They might go off, and Janet will be on brand new softs.
Yeah, but I think Janet may have a
He's
penalty.
serving a penalty.
Yeah,
he's serving a penalty.
Yeah, exactly. So GP Collins gonna be well clear.
Puppet Master's past Janet as well.
Oh yeah, Puppet Master's chasing down GP
and
Collins.
Stig is past Janet too. So Janet's down into P6. That's a big blow for him.
Yeah, straight up from possible second place to P6.
Yeah, and I think Camden can stay where he is. Camden can stay where he is because he is 14 seconds ahead of GP Colin, and he's still got an end plate, so it's not so bad.
Yeah.
But I just don't see any position changes in the top two or the top three, to be honest.
Yeah. I think if Puppet Master can somehow... Puppet Master just hit the wall and had a half spin there in the chicane.
He's lost an end plate.
Yeah.
No, he hasn't.
He hasn't. He hasn't taken damage. He hit his... the rear end of his car, hit the wall and spun out a little bit, but he's fine. He's carried on.
GP Colin's going to be interesting to see how his tyres are at the end of the race, because there's what, 10 laps left?
Yeah.
And he's some 16 lap old softs. They're not going to be fun to drive on.
No, Puppet Master's with another 3-second time penalty. Steak might actually be in range of pipping him at the end if he can, keep a decent gap between him and Puppet Master. I think Puppet Master might have 12 or 15 seconds in penalties, and I don't know if Steak has that many. Janet all up the back of Steak now on the fresh soft tires.
Steak had a 5-second penalty to do with a certain pits, and he has nothing else.
Oh boy.
He has 2 warnings apart from that.
Yeah, Steak has generally been... Steak is usually that clean, like he almost never gets a warning. So.
So I think that Stig could nick a podium here.
Janet tries to look for a move down the inside, but no space.
hit the wall, Janet.
Oh.
But he's got away with it.
Yeah, for the past hour, I've been trying to
on the
recall. For the past hour, I've been trying to recall the name of that final section of corners, and I just remembered it's called Vasquez.
Yeah, this phone call is first name, Vasquez.
Yeah, there it is. Janet makes a move down into turn 1 on the main straight, gets it done, makes it stick. Now on to Puppet Master on the 9-lap holes of. Puppet Master, I think, has gotten closer to GP Colin. If not for that moment, he'd be a little more closer now, but he still recovered a second and a half, I think, in the last lap or two.
Pretty sure the Puppet Master couldn't forget about the podium, considering the amount of penalties he has. The GP Colin might be able to keep it in there. It depends if he's served any of his penalties in the pits. I still think Steve's a good shape for P3 at the minute.
Let's see, last 8 laps to go, lap 71 out of 78. We've gone through 70 laps of this already. Well, the good news is if anyone crashes now, they still get points for being in the top 8. But the bad news is there's still 6 freaking laps of this to go. Bones has absolutely bossed this. There's no one even close to him at all race.
He's got more than a pit stop in hand.
Yeah.
He could technically pit now, get a new wing, go out on softs and
yeah, but as long as he keeps his wheels intact, I think he's going to be fine. Oh, yellow flags in sector 2. I wonder what those are for. I see. Oh, that's probably. It's probably Bark School or literally letting other drivers pass. Oh, Janet spinned it. Janet spun out and hit the wall. He's going in reverse through the chicane. That's not gonna work, buddy.
He's turned it.
He's doing donuts now.
He's doing donuts.
Yeah.
I think he just couldn't really control it.
Yeah.
Sure. The wing damage again.
He has.
And he's in the pits. And he's retired.
At least he did it in the pits.
Yeah, he's retired. He's going to get points for P6 and 1 for fastest lap, providing that no one else sets a fast lap.
He's going to get points for P8 because Bark School and Autonomy will overtake him.
Yep. Yeah, Bones is now 30 seconds clear. If I was him, I'd pits off on, pit in a fastest lap.
Yeah.
Get a new wing.
Yep. T-Money has been nice enough to stick with us throughout the past 2 hours, I think it's been. Yeah, it's been 2 hours. He's stuck with us. He's still in the chat. He was hoping for another safety car, and I kind of agree with that. I think a safety car would have been really, really fun in the last 5 laps. Bones would have been absolutely livid, but I think he's going to be fine regardless. He could have pitted on softs and still come out ahead. He's 30 seconds clear to the rest of the field.
Yeah, if I was him, I would just pit on.
Yesterday.
Because he's done 36 laps on those mediums, I wouldn't even want to risk it.
Nope, I would agree.
See, Money been here since the formation lap, real MVP there.
Absolutely.
Who is Snooty Tunes? Anyone?
No idea.
He's not happy with the first turn incident between Bones and Puppet Master.
Yeah, fair enough, to be honest. Like, Bones did go a little deep and push Puppet Master wide, but Puppet Master did come out in front out of that, and everyone other than him had wing damage, so I don't think he can blame anyone for not finishing first in this one.
It said we shouldn't have done Monaco in the Discord.
And you can't just mess it right
because you don't like
because
it.
you don't want to race it.
Yeah, I'd literally, if I was in charge, we'd be doing like 4 tracks on repeat, and it'd be the 4 tracks I'm dead good at.
and you still be complaining about frame rates.
Yeah, I would.
GP Collins getting close to Camden here. He's half a second. Camden's hit the wall.
Oh, Camden, GP, come on. Give us a good battle.
I don't think he's anything to defend with. He's 35 lap old mediums.
So, yeah, mediums, yeah.
GP Collins on 21 lap old softs.
I feel like, yeah, the tires are going to be equally shitty at this point.
Yeah. He's gone. Oh,
he thought about it.
Corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He's gonna go from up the hill. There's no space though.
No.
Around the outside of the casino.
No.
Get him in the garage.
Lowe's Hairpin. I know the name of this one. Lowe's Hairpin. Yeah. Common names are a pain to remember. That's why I don't bother.
Especially around. I'm good at remembering the tracks I like, but because I don't like Monaco, it doesn't get remembered.
Yeah. Should just be like chicken and give them our own names. The final corner at China was called the coronavirus corner.
The legend of electric chicken.
Yeah. I miss electric chicken.
What a man. Hobbit Master.
Another penalty warning.
GP had a loose back end there.
Oh, GP sent it in the Lowe's hairpin, but doesn't get the traction on the exit. Can't make it stick.
No, Bones stays out. He's gone to the end on these.
Ah, come on, Bones. Stop being a wuss.
Oh, GP has hit the wall.
GP's lost a chunk of his wing again. No, I think that was Camden. Camden's lost his end plate. Camden's missing his entire...
Camden had lost that before.
Oh.
GP has lost it on the through the tunnel. On the exit of the tunnel.
Yeah, GP is pretty good at Monaco, to be fair. He's even won a race here.
He's right up the back of me. He can get the drive of the corner.
Oh, nah, he has a bit of a wobble.
Getting desperate now.
Yeah, it's 2 laps to go. He's gonna have to go full send if he's gonna get the place.
Understeer, so much understeer through casino. Oh, he's hit him. He's hit Camden. in the Marbo. But no. Oh, he's so close here.
Final lap for Bones.
Battle. Now would not be a good time to wrap it under the wall.
But can you imagine can you imagine just understeering into a wall?
Yeah.
I think if that happened, he would quit league racing forever. So I'd rather not.
I think he would.
Yeah, I think he would
He's on
legitimately give
41
up.
lap old medium tires. That's an impressive stint.
It is.
The tyres are dead.
Yeah, he's just coasting through corners. He's not even pushing it.
Yeah, he doesn't need to. He knows he doesn't need to. GP Colin will get one final opportunity.
And that's Bones coming through the final corner.
Final corner for Bones. 78 laps.
And he's
30
weaving on the straight.
Weaving something else.
That's an impressive
Smashing
drive.
victory there.
Oh,
Get in, Bones.
GP's hit Camden again, but he's picked up a 3-second penalty in the process.
Yeah, I think Camden's gonna pip GP on penalties anyway. I think
GP's hit him again, and Camden's hit the wall again.
It's gonna be interesting to see where Puppet Master finishes with relation to GP and Stig. I think there's a good chance Stig pips both of them to the third podium place. Camden finishes second.
Get P4 at least.
Yeah, there's 21 seconds in penalties GP Colin had picked up. Let's see, Puppet Master fourth provisionally, Stig coming around the final corner now. Well done, Stig, but like no
P4
penalties at all. Yeah, he's gone P4. Did he?
Third,
oh yeah, he's third. Well done, Stig.
I did call that. Well done, Stig.
Well done, Bones. Well done, Camden and Stig. Immaculate drive from all three of them. McLaren won too. I've been longing to see that.
Remember those days, folks?
Remember those days, Asi? Why can't we do this now?
Well, I won 2 races ago.
I mean, let's not get into that. This is not about Tier 1. This is about the Saturday League.
You asked the question.
There is the final grid.
Entertaining race.
Oh yeah,
an entertaining race.
So Camden and Stig are the only two people that did not pick up a penalty. Bones picked up a 3-second, but I mean it didn't matter at the end. He was 35 seconds clear of the field despite safety car initially. I think he would have won by a minute if not for that. Yeah, Camden second, McLaren wraps up 1-2, Stig rounding off the podium in P3. GP Colin, very good, very entertaining race from GP Colin, I must say. We were on him a lot, watching him a lot. Finishes P4 in the Alpha. Puppet Master Toro Rosso starts second on the grid but finishes P5 thanks to penalties and a few broken wings. Park School, Lit Romney round out the remaining finishers. And Janet, Terminal Deity, Adri, and JXW DNF'd. That was a fun one to watch in parts, except the parts which were not. But oh well. Thank you for joining me, Barton and RC, and we will see you next week at Canada. Is Canada the next one?
I believe so.
I bet there'll be 20 people for that one.
Yeah. You better believe it.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for joining. See you next week. Thanks T-Money for watching this all the way through.